morning, if you were just going to do it plain, you would do it in that. What did you guys think about it in the lemonade?
I like it.
Yeah, people are always pleasantly surprised. Again, that's why I always encourage non-tea drinkers to come, because I can teach them so many things. And right now, like I said, it's trending, and everybody for the most part, it's really trending even to be healthy. So. Like banners. I have to figure out to do that a better way. Just like the mad woman. So my mom, bless her heart, she's another one like my husband that refuses to do tea. God love him. So she actually got into the matcha, and she actually they have a Samoa's Girl Scout creamer that she uses in her coffee, and she puts it in her matcha, and now she's addicted to it. In the fall we have a pumpkin matcha. She's really addicted to that one too. She doesn't have to put anything in it. But the one she puts Girl Scout creamer and a little sugar, and it's a treat. And she's like, I actually crave it. I have to have it every morning. So it's a lot of fun. So again, you can doctor it up anytime you want. This is going to be hot because I did use hot water. So just be careful. So I was telling you how it's getting healthy and people want to do tea a lot. I'm going to tell you, when I started tea, I knew nothing about tea. And I'm just adding this in there because we're so good on time and we're passing around matcha. But I was much like my husband being a 4-pot-a-day coffee drinker, I was a 2-liter-a-day Coca-Cola drinker. And so when I started this, of course, I was it's another story, the reasons, but as I started to unfold and watch the groups and seeing, I had another team with another company that I did very well with. I had no reason to leave that team until I saw the signs of tea and how it's trending. And it kind of unfolded over 4 months for me that I was like, you got to have faith to give up something big for something bigger. So I did. Some people thought I lost my mind, but whatever, that's another long story. So anyways, the Coca-Cola. So I started this, and my whole thing was, of course, I want to be healthy, and obviously I'm overweight, and I've been a lot more overweight in life. I love my sugar. So what I did was I decided I was going to drink the tea and I was going to do no sugar. Well, and I also thought being Americans, like the way for us was going to be the travelers. I thought these travelers, I was going to get cool, I was going to go trendy, all this. Little did I know Starbucks already bought Teavana, and I was not like going to be some forefront person. Millennials were already onto this. So anyways, what I did was I was doing the travelers. Well, that 4-minute steep all throughout the day, I'm one of those people that drink a lot of fluids. Just not water is not one of them. A lot of fluids. So it was kind of a pain and always inconvenient for me to do it. So for about a year, I went on this on-again, off-again habit of trying to make it happen. Very earthy and grassy, right? Lemonade is the way to go, or mix it something. Okay. That's why I normally don't serve it like this at a party. But yeah. But you'll have the one person that will get, it never fails. I'll go to that one party, I'll bring it in something, they'll all try it and they'll love it. You love it? Yep. Yeah, all my younger girls, they like it without. I almost like need to ask, like, are you going to have this? Or it wouldn't matter. Whatever I bring, everybody will want the other type. But anyway, so what I found is if I make that 2-quart pitcher in the morning, or a 2-quart hot carafe, I'm going to do hot tea, I can take my traveler over and just fill that up all day long. I've been known to take my hot carafe and buckle that in the car and take it with me wherever I go when I'm on the road and just refill my tumbler. Because if I have it made, I'll drink it. If I don't have it made, I won't, like, that 4 minutes was just very inconvenient for me. So I'm just going to recommend, if you're looking for a lifestyle, if you're not, I'm sure this group, a lot of people are already tea drinkers, being like you're here, but I get into a lot of groups that aren't. If you're looking for the lifestyle, I would definitely recommend to make 2-quart pitcher at a time. Do it the quick and easy way like I do with these, and then I was able to. I mean, I totally got rid of it, and then like I said, I was hardcore. I was not going to add sugar because I didn't want to do sugar. Well, for me, going from 2 liters a day of Coke, like I think that was unfair of me to think to myself that I could do that. So I did start to sugar a little bit, and then I weaned myself off, and now I really don't need it. As a matter of fact, like today I put 5 packets in. I always, because when I started, I put 6 packets in the strawberry fields, and today I was like, I'm gonna put 5. I've done 4 before, but I always question for people who don't drink tea if they need that extra sugar in there. So, but I'm to the point now I don't need the sugar in the tea for the strawberry fields. It tastes sweet and it tastes like strawberries. But again, for those that don't have trained taste buds in that way and are used to all the sugar, they won't taste the strawberries. So I still mentally, I try to go back to where I was and kind of curtail that for the people that don't know tea. So, so yeah, I'm gonna pass around this mug. This is really cool. I love this mug. Our infusers and our mugs are really cool. You can actually have these engraved with whatever you want on them. So you can put some really fun sayings on them, do fun things. This one I happened to earn, so they just put our names on it when we earned them before they had them out to the public. We call it Velvet. I just love passing around because it's one of those when you're cozy on the couch and you feel this mug, you're going to understand it. It's the weirdest thing, but it's so cool to me. So, and even though I love my Longaberger mugs, this is like my I need a hug mug. So I'm just going to pass this around. You can feel it. It's called their Velvet Collection. You can, they come just plain blue, but you can obviously engrave and put whatever like saying you want on them within limits of how many letterings there are. But it's really a cool feeling to it, so I really like that one. So lastly, I'm going to pass around one thing Bobby tasted at the flower show that she was at and we met at is the Harvest Spice and Apple Juice. And I only brought that because I had a little bit left from the fall that I had hoarded for my kids, think that it's apple cider. It's not in the spring catalog, so when she mentioned it when we were talking teas to the party, I said, listen, it's not in the catalog, so I can't, but what I can do is I'll bring Cinnamon Hearts. So Cinnamon Hearts is in our catalog all year long. That is an amazing, phenomenal black tea. It's my daughter's over there shaking yes as she's videotaping. It's if you like cinnamon, it's a lot like a red hot candy. You're not going to notice it as intense in the apple juice. It's going to be a little less, but you'll notice cinnamon. It's just a really nice. It's going to taste really good. So again, my kids think that the Harvest Spice in there, and if I gave them this one, they wouldn't know that much difference, so it would taste a little bit different, but they actually think it's apple cider, so there's ways to trick your family to not realize that they're really drinking tea and getting a healthy tea in their diet. These are really cool. These are carafes. This is actually just 1 quart. This has a lid on top that you actually pull up to pour. It's glass inside, so it's going to stay hot just almost as good as our tumblers, like 8 hours these stay hot, I'm told. This I made earlier this morning again. What I did was bring my stuff to a boil. So you're going to lift this up to pour out, and then when you want to keep it warm, you're just going to shut it, and it's going to lock it off to where it stays warm inside. When you wash these at home, you want to be careful because that is glass inside. I'll start to pass these. With tea, pots, and cups, it's a lot, or mugs and things, it's a lot like a wok. You don't want to wash them with soap and water often. As a matter of fact, a lot of people will season their teapots. I'm going to get this one going over here as I'm walking around. They season their teapots. So when you wash this out, really, just a really good rinse, as long as it doesn't look grimy or cookie, or you haven't left it in there, you know, hot water is good. As long as you haven't left it in there and things start growing in there. Then obviously you want to use some soap. But they actually, because, especially with like chinaware and stuff like that, soap can actually get into the china, and then when you make your next cup of tea, that soap can actually come out and flavor your tea in a way and kind of throw it off. So that's why typically they don't use soap and water. You just kind of rinse and make sure it's really clean with hot water or whatever. So with that, you really wouldn't have to all the time give it a good soap wash. You could just rinse it out with some really good hot water. You know, I normally soak the outside, make it, you know, from fingerprints and all that, but it's normally good to go. So what I did with this one, just so you know, is I actually bought Sam's Club gallon size apple juice. That's how I make it. It's even at home for my kids. I then take my infuser. I have a taller infuser from a glass teapot, but you can do it less in a pitcher. Another thing you could use is a steeping sack. Did I show you guys? Yeah, I showed you guys steeping sacks. You can put it in here. You would take your perfect pot spoons and throw according to how many ounces you're using, depending on what size apple juice you buy. I bring it to a complete boil on the stove and just regular my pots. You would take however many pot spoons for how much you have in there and throw these in there. I wait 4 minutes. After it's boiling, I turn off the stove. I wait 4 minutes. I then kind of give these a swirl in there and then pull them out, and then it's ready to go. I've known of people to do it in their crock pot, where they throw them in their crock pot and they leave there for when people come over. I don't teach that way because I've never done it that way, but some people will leave the leaves in there and not take them out. I've never done it that way, so I can't speak on experience, but some people do. So. Yeah, because the reason being our infusers, like this infuser here, you could do it if you're doing just a little bit in there, but you want to make sure that your liquid that you're steeping in, like if you're just doing, let's say you go to the store and you buy one of the smaller 16-ounce ones, you could throw that in a small saucepan and put this in there, and you want to make sure the level of your liquid doesn't rise above this. Or if you wanted to, if you had a big pot, you could throw it in there. You're just going to want to strain out those leaves, obviously, and set it aside, because you don't want to steep it forever. Again, I'm fancy about that because my girls are doing the crock pot because of the bitterness that can come out, but maybe the apple juice offsets that bitterness. I don't know. I guess I need to try it. I've been doing this for 3 years. I've never tried it in a crock pot. I guess I need to just throw it in there and try it, but I've just always had a theory that I remove everything, and I'm kind of a creature of habit, so I just do everything the way, whatever, but yeah.
That was really tasty.
Yeah, you like that one? Now, was it as good as that? I'm sure you don't remember exactly the harvest spice you tried. It's very similar.
Similar, yeah.
Yeah, the harvest spice in the fall, if you guys have a fall tasting, I bring that to every party, even if it's multiple parties I've had every time, because it's so popular and we sell so much of it. So again, if you have a fall tasting, that will definitely be one of the tastings that I bring at the end. So that pretty much wraps it up for my party. What are we on time?
We're at about 57 minutes.
57 minutes, so not bad for this large group and three tables. So yeah, so thanks for having me. If you guys have questions, I'm here to talk. There's obviously plenty of tea. Feel free to drink whatever you like. Take what you like hot with you, not my containers, but you can pour it in something to go. I don't mind, because otherwise this is way more tea than I can drink in a couple of days. And since there's no preservatives, I can't keep it forever. So yeah. So, yeah. Just for being in the company and just learning it all. And I'm one of those people, if somebody tells me something, I want to know if it's fact or fiction. So I kind of do research on things and learn, because then I always stumble into more things. So yes, there's catalogs on the end. Sorry, not to cut you off. On the end, feel free to pass those around. I'd love to have a tasting in you guys' homes. So yeah, I just learned from diving into it. I would do events and someone would phone me as like stump the tea person. So if I didn't know, then I'd like, I don't know, I'll find out the answer, or I don't know everything. I didn't even know how to speak loosely 3 years ago. So.